Hello everyone, I'm Shannon Slatton. Every day our news team is out in your community bringing you stories from the place where you call home. Here's a look at today's stories. And remember, you can always find more on our website, ccxmedia.org.
Living along a lake is a dream for many Minnesotans. 30 years ago, Jody Tate made it happen.
It's awesome. It changes every day. It is become a good friend. And the spirit of the water has brought our community together.
Jody lives along Meadow Lake in New Hope. And over that 30-year time span, she's built quite the buffer of native plants along her shoreline to protect the lake from water runoff.
And these plants have root systems as deep as 20 feet deep, and they serve as a filter of that runoff before it hits the water itself.
However, Meadow Lake needs help well beyond what Jody and her neighbors can accomplish with native plants.
Meadow Lake just continually has, say, some poor water quality.
Ed Mathieson is an engineer with the Shingle Creek Watershed Management Commission.
We have a lot of fathead minnows in this lake and some other fish species that are undesirable. And we have a decent amount of phosphorus that's coming out of the sediment, can keep getting recirculated back into the water column.
To treat those issues, the watershed plans to partner with the city of New Hope on a lake drawdown.
We're going to take all the water out of the lake in order to kill all the fish off, essentially press reset on that, and that'll help also consolidate the sediments.
The idea is that Meadow Lake will have less phosphorus being released, which should reduce the presence of green algae.
Should be pretty clear water. Should be able to, if you walk out there, should be able to see the bottom of the lake.
The Meadow Lake drawdown likely won't happen until October. City officials say the project still needs approval from at least 75% of the lakeshore property owners.
To my knowledge, I am not aware of anyone who's completely against it.
As for Jody, she's just excited for what comes next.
It is exciting. It is going to be very interesting to observe how the water responds to our efforts.
In New Hope, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
Hi everyone, I'm Pafua Yang. I'm at the Elm Creek swimming pond in Maple Grove. And there's been a lot of questions on when it's going to open. So in case you missed the announcement, I have Bruce Bolden here with me. He's with the Three Rivers Parks District. Bruce, what's the big announcement?
The big announcement is we have a date. It's going to be June 26th. Okay, and how are you guys preparing for opening day? Well, we have to get the site ready and we have to get our staffing level ready. So it's those steps is why we have a little delay. But 2 weeks is adequate time for us to be ready and best we can. So, how can people take steps to ensure that there's social distancing when they're here? I think just use space. Don't crowd. If you see a crowd, go to the side. Take a look at the area. It's a large space, and so there is plenty of options for moving around. Come at a slower time. If you come during peak of the day, you are going to have more people. So, it's a good idea to change up the time that you come out. Come a little later, a little earlier in the day. And it's fun, to change it up anyway. So, and then if you are planning to get a season pass, I recommend people do that ahead of time. Go on our website, and you can find it on the website and buy it online rather than showing up, because we'll have lines there for the people who don't plan. So if you plan ahead, you'll be in a better place. Okay, and where can people go to keep updated? threeriversparks.org is our website. That's really the main thing. Facebook pages, Elm Creek Park Reserve has a Facebook, Three Rivers Park District has a Facebook, so we try to keep those updated as well. All right, and we will have all that information on our website as well, ccxmedia.org. Reporting in Maple Grove, Pafua Yang, CCX News.
Hi, we're at the Hopkins Center for the Arts in the Redepenning Gallery this time for a new exhibit that's up. With me is Jim Clark, the gallery manager of visual arts. Jim, tell me about what we're going to find in here.
Right now in the Redepenning Gallery, we're showing an exhibition called Living Tradition. These are figure drawings done by members of, or participants rather, in the life drawing sessions that are held here at the center on select Sundays. all levels of ability and development. Figure drawing and life drawing have a long history and tradition for artists' development and education throughout history, but it retains relevance today in that one can both sharpen one's visual skills, but also plumb the human figure for statements on the human condition and universal themes and truths.
Why is the human figure so difficult to master?
Because it's a complex amalgamation of forms, right? People oftentimes speak of how difficult hands are, and that's because hands are a whole collection of bones within a fleshy sack. And you've got hands, and you've got feet, and you've got arms, and they're all engaging space in different angles, which can be quite challenging. And then you get into the foreshortening the form as well. So one could really devote a lifetime to studying the figure.
Come on in if you have some time. From now in Hopkins, Neil Persley, CCX News.
Find more local news stories at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.